Working on getting this thing. Welcome, join. We will be ready to roll here in just a second, guys. Sorry, trying to get some stuff done. I thought I sent the whole thing earlier. It was just the one picture. Okay. All right. All right, guys. How's everyone this evening? Welcome. We are just about ready to show off the store. So we've got quite a bit of new Joe stuff to show off. So I am ready and excited to kind of show it off. All right. Hey, do you mind taking the camera for a few minutes? I've got to respond to somebody about a rental property. Give me just a second. Sal's going to take the camera and I will be with you guys here in a second. Let's go in the other direction.
What's up, guys? What do you want to look at? What's up, Wayner? I'll still get you in the camera, sir. I don't know what DC vampires are. Listen, Wayner. And then there's a whole bunch of loose ones if you're looking for anything specific. I don't think so. No on Red Hood. Look, it's your twin, Wayner. Whole bunch of classifieds. Let's go look at them. What ones do we have over here? These ones. We've got Destro and Iron Grenadier, Despoiler. And then we have a whole bunch more. This whole thing is full on all sides of classified. How much was that 2-pack? You're talking about Red Dog. It is 68. Major Blood, Saw Viper, Dalton, Blackman. There's another 2-pack. Are you looking for anything specific, Wild Bill? I don't know what that means, Boba Flow.
No,
You're talking about Joe's Boba Flow? Okay. Lot. There's some incomplete ones down here, but for complete ones, I will show you. What up, Keegs? What's up, Joe? No, not yet, Keegs. As soon as we get them in, though, I'll be sure to sell them all before I get you one. White shirt to the right. Lots of them have white shirts. What's his name?
just a second.
Are you talking about him? Outback? Are you talking about... Is his name Iceberg? What's his name? Yeah, probably. What's up? Outback. He has a repro light and a broken gun strap. However... Oh yeah, both of mine do. Repro light and a broken gun strap on him too. That isn't... There's no way that's Snow Job. Is that really? No way. No, that's not. You're lying, Keegan. That's not Snow Job. Un momento, Boba Flow. 1 second. Yeah, I have 2 different ones. So, don't pay attention to my painted nails that are all messed up.
We do. We have a complete overhill with instruction.
There's that one. And then there's this one, which is in a little bit better shape. Lots of Spider-Man. 1 second, Boba Flow. Hey, Rob. We have an Outback with a broken gun strap and a repro light. How much are these?
Okay, sorry about that. Alrighty, who I can take that if you want.
All right, he'll answer it maybe.
Okay, who's asking here?
That's what I was asking.
All right, this one on the card here is a reproduction light with a broken gun strap. Really a good looking Outback. This one right here with full card back is $45. Hmm. If you're looking for Spider-Man, I got more coming, but go take a look at our Buy It Now store. There'll be some Spider-Man in there as well. That's Marvel's on the other side of the store. All right, guys, I'm here. Going to go back through and look at any questions I missed. The TMNT GI Joe crossovers, Joe Burr, you asked me that the other day. We have not come in yet. They will go to our Whatnot store as soon as we have them. Sundowns, we're on back order on those. We haven't got them in yet. Hey, Keegan, how's it going? All right. Now, I think I've scrolled back to a lot of the comments and I'm catching up now. Any loose classified or body fodder? We have several loose classified figures complete. We don't really have any body fodder. Boba Flow, he has his gun right there. It says broken gun strap. Same thing on this one. That's what she read out loud to you as well. Spider-Man still in our Buy It Now store. Our store is in Bolivar, Missouri. Pickers, I can go show you our vintage Star Wars if you want to see it. Boba Flow, literally, I don't know how else to tell you this. It literally says reproduction light, broken gun strap. Everything else is there, man. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with you. I don't know you, so don't take me seriously yet. What's up, Picker? I do not have an X Factor Havoc. If actually, Ronnie, I would put that in our Buy It Now store. All right. All right. Outback. Running it now. Alrighty. Okay, Outback is going up. I'm pinning the product. There we go. We have a whole Ghostbusters section, and a bunch of our Ghostbusters stuff is listed on our website as well. I'm actually headed over to the loose classified section right now. Then I'm going to go show our vintage Star Wars stuff. Actually, Picker, I got something the other day that I got to ask you about because you're the guy. All right, Keegan, be good to see you. Love these Crimson Bats. We got Baroness, Roadblock, Scarlet. We got some other pieces here. WWE will be listed in our Buy It Now store. We have a bunch more, but only the stuff we have available to sell online. I found a Star Wars gun. I don't know what it is. I got a buzzer and a ripper and a monkey wrench, and there's a road pig down here. And this whole section has to be cleaned up, but we've got a lot going on. What's up, Max? Got the Snake Eyes, both versions of the Snake Eyes with Timber. There's a Tiger Force Outback in there. There's Sergeant Slaughter in there. We got the Roadblock's missing his helmet, but I have his helmet here. That leather neck is great. So this is what we got for loose classified. How much are Dreadnoks loose? We've got a buzzer for 38, a ripper for 30, and a monkey wrench for 45. Prices on those are pretty crazy right now. Roadblock is missing his helmet, but I have his helmet. It's at a buddy's. It's just not here. He's 35. Awesome, Scott. I'm glad, D. Wayne. Glad to hear that. Hey, Sal, is somebody in here? Oh, okay. I thought somebody came in. We have a lot of 12-inch Joe figures. None of the vintage ones. They're all listed in our Buy It Now store. We've got some other. I've got a loose scrap iron. I've got all the pieces for him. Just got to put him together. Yeah, I'm good. Zombie. Which zombie viper are we talking about? Um, what was I going to show somebody? 12. Roadblock. How much are Dreadnought loose? Let's see. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this Star Wars gun. This guy right here. Who gets this? I was actually sorting some Joes today and found this. Whose gun is this, man? Okay. It's blue black. All right. So I've got a gun to go with some figures I got then. Ba ba ba. All right. I am not a vintage. I mean, I could research stuff as I go. I just didn't have time today. We've been redoing some of our sections and making room for all the new classifieds we coming in. Yeah, man, I just don't show Godzilla in the Whatnot sales. For whatever reason, the Whatnot buyers are incredibly cheap and uninterested in my Godzilla. So we've got Godzilla worth selling, well, we don't have any Godzilla worth selling, apparently. So I just don't even show them anymore. We do have some boys figures. All of my, he's missing his helmet, Greg. I don't know if that matters to you or not. These are all of our vintage Star Wars figures. We keep them in clamshells here. So, Greg, I don't know if the helmet thing matters to you or not. I can run it for you if you want. I have Horror NECA. That's also it's on the other side of this wall over here. They're in our Buy It Now store. I don't have any boys figures. I don't have a Toxo Zombie right now. Then I've got some other vintage. Oh no, I didn't realize these all fell down. We got to get those picked up. Some vintage figures, some vintage carded figures. Like there's a Weequay and a few other things in there. I got some good vintage figures in there. Kanan, come here. Yeah, Greg. Why would I just not tell you that I had the complete one? Why would I just show you the incomplete one and tell you I had that one? Like what? What? You guys kill me. So here's the R2 I got. It is a $30 bill. Nothing fancy. Feel free to make an offer. Kanan. All right. The boba is in the good case for the gun. Oh, this one in here. Hey, guess who I just completed? A Boba Fett. Ha ha ha! Good call, Aaron. I've got some stuff in this case that fell down. I'm trying to show it off. Can you reach in there and pick that up? I don't. I may not be able to tell the COO. My old ass eyes don't work as well as they used to. See the stuff in that case that fell down? Can you stand that up so I can show off what's in there? I don't know that that's a. I don't know that that's helpful. Can you get anybody see? Oh, there's some wear on the stickering. A Kenner 1977. There are people that are a lot smarter than me that I will ask to. Oh, he's right there now. Son of a biscuit. Thank you, sir. So I've got these guys down here for vintage Star Wars. And then I've got this carded figure here, this carded figure here. And then I've got a few things in here. There's some more carded figures down there. And then I feel bad because the sticker's not great. So the Boba Fett without the gun is listed at $40. So if you wanted him for 40, I would throw the gun on. I don't do any of my pricing, so I don't know how accurate that is. But that's what I've got on the Boba. So we have Star Wars stuff here. That Star Wars game. I'm actually going through and trying to get some Joe stuff put up. It takes me some time. The I will. I've got an offer out to ML on 40 on the boba. If he doesn't want it, boba flow, I will offer it to you at the same price. How's his chest? Uh, it's all the way in here. Unfortunately, my bending over capacity is not what it used to be. Mm. Um, I don't know if that angle is good. My son just left over there too. I would have had him do it. Is this helping at all? Is this helping? It may not be doing any good. Oh, my body is crackling as I'm moving. Hey, Keegan, I got to show you something. I'll be right back over here, guys. Something I'm working on right now because there's a massive amount of Marvel Legends. We're doing a 200. Yeah, like I said, I would throw that Boba gun in there for it and still do the $40 on it, even though he's listed at 40 without it. Um, we've got 200 figure Marvel Legends lot we're going through right now. WWE figs, you can literally type WWE into our Buy It Now store and pull them up. So I've got a whole mess of complete Marvel figs in here, which is a bunch. Isn't that cool? I love that thing. All right, we're gonna run that boba. Boba. It's gonna say GI Joe figures because I'm too lazy to pull up the other thing. I'm gonna put fig and gun on here so I remember to go get it. Are there any other vintage Star Wars stuff that you specialize, Picker? Because I get stuff all the time and I don't quite know what to do with it. This right here, Keegan. This I cannot find this Punisher anywhere, and so I'm wondering if this is a custom one. Boba Flow. I literally explained how that worked. I offered it to Picker for that price, and then told you if he passed on it, I would be available. I literally explained that out loud. Does this look familiar to anybody else? Yeah, so and this is the vintage style Punisher body. It's like a bloodbath of parts and pieces here trying to figure stuff out. Got the Punisher. I don't have any of there's so much, man. There's so many figures going through all these right now. I mean, a ton. This thing, I believe I have some extra pieces for him. I'm getting ready to go through him as well. And then these are the ones that I have that are not complete right now. For Marvel, these are the ones I haven't gone through yet. And then these are complete DC figures. And these Biker Punisher. I don't actually have the Biker Punisher. This is all DC stuff. So we've been going through and trying to get these pieced and parted and matched together. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So it's been kind of a fun couple of days. I don't get Marvel Legend lots a lot. So Picker, I'll probably start sending you a message when I come across stuff that I try to figure out, especially in that vintage Star Wars realm. We've got about 50 tubs of items in the basement that we haven't gone through yet. And I come through them, and man, this kind of looks like a Star Wars piece. There are lots of good Marvel Legends. None of these are on our store yet. We are working on them. They're just not ready yet. They've gone through. We've completed them. We just haven't put them online yet. So the process is working, and we just ain't there yet. I thought this X-23 was a really good figure. So if you're looking for loose Marvel Legends, now is a great time. I like that Rescue quite a bit too. Domino complete. That Deadpool's complete. Lady Deadpool's complete. Agent Coulson. There's a She-Hulk in there that's complete. I don't have any Abomination right now. If I did, I would probably have it on our Buy It Now store. This batch didn't have any Abomination in it though. This Kitty Pryde is neat because it's the Toy Biz one, but it still has the little purple dragon thingy that comes with it. I don't have any new Black Panther. I don't have a thing over here ready to sell yet. Keegan, you ought to see all this stuff, man. I don't know what a Cantina Spider-Man is, but you are welcome to see if we have one in our Buy It Now store. What's up, Coach? This stuff here is not ready to sell yet. The stuff that has prices on it over there, that's the stuff that's ready to sell. This thing, I'm trying to find out which thing it is and if we have any spare pieces for it. I have all of these tubs right here are Marvel Legends pieces and accessories and blast effects and extra hands. All of these tubs are filled with those, so we're trying to match all those up. That's what we're working on. So, stuff I have for sale, right here with prices. Stuff that I'm not quite ready for sale, over here. These DC figures not ready for sale. These DC figures with prices they've been gone through, ready for sale. Like that Calabac, very cool. Gray Deadpool is complete. I believe he was 25. Yeah, Keegan, this is actually one of those things that I think that you would really get a huge kick out of is messing with all these loose figures here. There's so many of them. All right, this thing, he's not the Marvel Legends thing, but I'm not, or the Walgreens exclusive thing. I'm not quite sure which one he is, so I'm going to take a picture of him and see if I can figure it out real quick. This is the Marvel Legends 6-inch Pulse Retro Fantastic Four, the thing complete loose. So this one right here is the he has an alt head and two alt hands. So the next step for us is we go over here to our. There are definitely Green Lanterns in there. So I have a ton of Green Lanterns. You could actually type Green Lantern into our Buy It Now store. It'll bring a bunch of them up. There's a whole bunch of figures in here that I have accessories for that I don't have the figures. Like I know I got some thing extra hands in here. Here we go. So here's an alt head, but this head doesn't match this thing. But this head would look, in my opinion, a lot better on this thing than that one. So, and he's got a set of alt hands in here, but again, it's to a different thing. I believe these are the Walgreens exclusive ones for the Walgreens exclusive thing, the head and hands. So we just got tubs of accessories we're going through. So like these, they don't quite match. You see what I'm saying? Slightly different hand, slightly different color. So not quite there, but that's what I got. Yeah, you can type Spider-Man into our Buy It Now store at any time, and it'll pull up any Spider-Man we have for sale. I haven't gone through this Spider-Man here yet. There's a few more Spider-Mans over here. All right, gray Deadpool. This guy right here, without if you are you talking about with the hands that really don't go with him, or just the figure only? If I've still got him on Sunday, this is what I've done the last 2 days. The gray Deadpool, he is complete for 25. Great condition. Also, I have stands for all these Marvel Legends figures. If you wanted all of it, like I know, I looked these up for the all head and hands piece. The last set of these sold for $18. So if you wanted all of him, I would do like 45 for the thing and the alt hands, even though they're not his alt hands. That night now, the cool thing about the Nightcrawler head is I don't actually have a Nightcrawler body, but I have his head and I have a couple of his hands in here as well. We were actually going through, like, there's a Nightcrawler hand, and there's a cut. I actually had his other hand in here somewhere too. So we've been going through each one of these and trying to rebuild figures what we have, and then put out build a figure pieces and stuff too. So, hey, if I do, those will be in our buy it now store. I don't think so. Loose anyway. I would check. Well, you know what? The loose ones we probably wouldn't have at our buy it now store because we haven't gotten them. What's up, Wayna? Didn't see you here. So if you wanted the Nightcrawler head and hand, I would probably do $10 for it. Trying to figure out where our loose clone command. I don't think we have any loose clone commanders right now. We have quite a bit of clone stuff sealed, but no, we definitely don't have any loose clone. A lot of Star Wars stuff. Getting ready to work our way around a bunch of Star Wars stuff too. We're going through and getting all of our Star Wars stuff priced and put online right now, so I'm pretty proud of that. Take some time. What's up, Ricky? Pretty toes, Ricky. I know that should probably stop talking about that. It's weird, but I'm weird, so. Wayner, Sal had the camera for the first 20 minutes, so I've only redirected about 5 people to the store. So, all right. Am I getting all the questions answered for everybody? So, we're in this massive hall of loose figures that we're trying to sort and get figures for. We're just not quite. So, Green Lantern guy, Coach Tacey, are you still here? If you type Mezco into our Buy It Now store, it will bring up anything we have in the store that is Mezco. So, like this DC tub, I'm actually pretty proud of because there's some good pieces in here. I didn't even know. Check this out. Not her. That's a terrible figure. I'm going to the green. There's the Calabac. I got a bunch more Green Lantern figures too, besides what we got going on here. How are you, Mr. Bradley? Check this out. Like, I think this is a great figure. Parademon. What a cool DC piece. But check this out. I think this is a great bad guy. I know he's DC, but I feel like this is a bad guy you could custom make and put him in several different universes if you wanted to. This is Imperiex. He is 50. He is all there, and he is in beautiful condition. If you're into DC stuff right now, man, I have some gorgeous DC pieces. Why is there a Doctor Strange in this DC bucket? Inquiring minds want to know. Ooh, there's a Ben Affleck Batman, isn't there? Love this freaking Firestorm. Dang. So if you like the DC stuff, I highly recommend this thing. Isn't this gorgeous? Love that set. There's actually a bunch of pieces in this line that I think are fantastic. So I wanted to show you some of the lanterns that I got. Any anime titties? Is that what you're saying today? I don't know what you're trying to say, but you know where my mind goes. So clearly I am. You got to be careful. In the anime world, it most usually does mean boobies. All right, we got Green Lantern stuff over here. There's quite a bit of anime on our Buy It Now store. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, you could type it in there and let me know what it is. More Green Lantern, more Green Lantern. That's what I'm here for. Laughing. I just assume if somebody's asking for anime, they're also seeking for digital versions or plastic versions of boobs. That's just seems like they go together. I think this figure is great. Did you figure out how many UCS Lego sets you're going to ship me for Blu-rays yet, Wayner? We've made a mess here. If you're going to come and visit on Sunday, check with me ahead of time because there may be a whole batch of this stuff left to go through. There's a very strong chance I'm going to get burnt out on it. This is a $56 item by itself when he's complete. He's missing his head and hands. Threw in those right there, which are 18, which is $74, offered it the 45, and then the guy just disappeared. I hate all of you, just so you know. Okay, we're looking at GI Joes, and I got. Did you type any of the Anakin Skywalker into our Buy It Now store? There will be some in there you can take a look at. Brad, what Revoltech is that in front of you? So this is what I got. Ninja Gaiden. Isn't that Ninja Gaiden? Yeah. You'll have to type Power Rangers in our Buy It Now store. I'll go show the Black Series next. We're actually getting all of our Black Series listed online, so it is becoming. It's going to be much easier for me to just talk about them from our online store. Ooh, the Blues Brothers. This was 5 tables earlier today, but we got some tables done today. All right, let's go look at Black Series. Let's see. ML Pickers, you were a Star Wars guy. Fred, you don't buy Black Series because you're a loser. Hey, if you're still here, we're going to show off Black Series here in a minute. These are my favorite G.I. Joe pieces on the market right now. These Breast Cancer Awareness Action Force Steel Brigade figures. They are fantastic. Oh, look at all these Black Series. I meant to promote this earlier and I totally forgot. There we go. Now I always mean to promote at the beginning. There's an Anakin, probably just not the form you're looking for. A bunch of these Black Series have been pulled and they are currently being listed online. So we have a batch of those we're working on. Keegan, what stuff are you bringing to trade in on Sunday? Or sell or whatever? Actually, you're probably already gone. My bad, sir. My bad. They keep telling me I have credit on Whatnot to spend, so I need to go start spending some of that Whatnot credit. I really, really like this head sculpt for the Destro. We don't really do auctions. We do claims, buy it nows, pulls and pays, that kind of thing. Any particular Joes you're looking for? Because we have over 7,000 GI Joes in stock. We're also literally in the Joe section now, so now's the time to ask Joe questions. Ask Joe questions. Get it? Yo questions. I actually just got the Don Moreno in, which, by the way, you could just type that into our Buy It Now store if you wanted to, and it would come up. We definitely have it. I'm not giving you a deal on a brand new classified. You might check and see if anybody in your neighborhood is doing a garage sale, though. That garagesalepricing.com website looks nicer and nicer every day. There you go. Don Moreno, $30. There's your deal. I won't charge you $40 for it. You can always message us too, McCary. Like, we're only live on here about 6 hours a week, but we are selling on Whatnot store and via Messenger like 24 hours a day. So God, there's a lot of stuff going on this counter. What the hell happened today? Wow. This is ridiculous and unnecessary. I was going to say, I just promoted the sale and I'm getting no promotional, but there's a promotion right there. And then all this G.I. Joe stuff here. I'm looking to sell my Joes at a deal, which in my would mean selling them for more expensive than they're worth. These crazy pieces, just added those. Thanks, Damocles. You are amazing. If anybody out there interested in Sword of Damocles, the the mythology behind it, which is pretty cool. This is such a creepy, weird piece. That's right. For those of you who are interested, The Odyssey is a fantastic movie. My daughter and I are huge fans of Greek mythology, and even though it's a 3 hour movie, we it didn't seem like it. The whole movie was done very well, and I absolutely loved the sort of like the twin running of the. You could type SH Figure Arts in our Buy It Now store. We have some stuff in there. There's some Dragon Ball Z too, but there's the Zeus's Law, which most people today are not familiar with that. I actually have an undergraduate and a graduate degree in history, focusing on the ancient Near East and Greece, and I love that stuff. And it's always been like number one, what happened to Zeus's law when Panhellenism took over the world? Why did it disappear, etc. And the secondly, the people of the sea, which I believe were actually Carthaginians, but that's a whole other story. But that the people of the sea, so it was kind of like a plot twist where they talk about the people of the sea, and they claim that the people of the sea were a part of the rise of when Zeus's law is broken. People are no longer because what the Greeks did to Troy was so brutal and so bad and so horrific, and it broke Zeus's law. It made that as they were the people of the sea, and that they created their own monster, which is very politically apropos. I just it was so well done and so well written. So for the people that are poo pooing it, well, honestly, you suck. I'm sorry, but the movie's good. So if you're looking for a good way to spend 3 hours and it to be really really entertaining, it was a really good job. Very much a fan. So. MK Ultra, love the name, dude. Love the name. I don't know if I'd see it in 4D. We don't have a 4D theater here, so I actually I just enjoyed the movie quite a bit. I love the historicity of it. Yes, I'm aware that it doesn't exactly match Homer's version of the Odyssey, but for those that are very much who are angry at its quote historical inaccuracies, I don't know if you know this or not, but it wasn't actual history. It was there really wasn't a cyclops. There really weren't sirens. Seriously, wasn't a thing. There wasn't a witch that turned people into animals. Um, that is, it's kind of like someone saying, "Well, they should have done it historically accurate." Someone saying, "Well, maybe you should have done a Star Wars movie that's historically accurate." So it's like the Star Wars of the ancient Greek world. So for people that are mad at artistic license taken on art, is real weird to me. I really enjoyed that. Damocles, I always uh, find the people that are the most irate over the littlest things care little about being anchored in reality. So that whole thing was so weird. Um, it literally is brilliantly done. Like there's so much that goes. Our entire view of sexuality was very much changed by Catholicism in the West. It was very different before Rome converted to Christianity in 323. The whole world was different, and it was even more different than that before Rome became a superpower. So I don't understand why people get very caught up in that. I don't care. It was a well done movie, so just an enjoyable movie. The Cyclops was a full size animatronic. I did not know that. So I did not know that. I actually had someone I was talking about this on one of the groups, and someone was like, "You know that in the real story, the Cyclops and Odysseus actually had a conversation with it, and they actually had a conversation ahead of time. And Odysseus was trying to explain that the Cyclops wasn't that bad, and the Cyclops just ate two of his men just to prove that he was." And I was like, you understand that it's not a real story, right? Like, yes, that's what the book said, but sometimes when they make movie adaptations of books, they do it differently. Oh, it is funny. But I digress. It was a fun movie. It was a My daughter, like I said, has grown up loving Greek mythology. We've always talked about it. She grew up on, Percy Jackson movies and the Percy Jackson books, and there are also lots of other different sort of gods and goddesses mythology books that they're written for kids that she just loved, and it was fun. So right. It's very weird the people that get so mad about historically inaccurate movies. I don't know if you saw that someone challenged Elon Musk to spend $100 million to make a historically accurate Odyssey that Mel Gibson directs, and Elon Musk said he was in. And I saw that today and I was laughing so hard about it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, listen, in real reality, Optimus Prime clearly didn't die in 1987. He survived, so that movie was not historically accurate. Otherwise, he still wouldn't be around for movies now. Duh. Really kind of surprised at how crazy expensive that DBZ piece is. He didn't really die in the movie. That movie wasn't historically accurate, Wayner. Duh. God, this freaking Outback card is so nice. So, what's everybody in the market for tonight? We looked at a little bit of Joe's. We sold a little bit of Star Wars. Wednesday night sales can be a little slow at times. Yeah, Joe, my daughter is making, I don't know if she's making enchiladas or if she's making buffalo chicken rolls or both. We're having a Motu celebratory watch party at my house tonight. So and I really, really enjoyed that. There is a Star Wars figure in the case over here that do you mind coming and grabbing that we sold to ML Picker earlier? Earlier. By the way, follow ML Pickers. If you like vintage Star Wars stuff, that guy sells phenomenal Star Wars stuff, and then he sells these really good cases for them as well. Like, just can't speak highly enough of them. It's in this case over here. Right here, the Boba Fett for 40. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, when they were doing the guttural laughing where they were holding their sides, I died during that part. I was so happy to see that. I love that they did not take themselves seriously. Like they addressed to me the way that they addressed the whole somebody named Stinkor, somebody named Fisto is like a little kid's imagination. What a brilliant way to do that. And then for them to talk about like the way he would have to run off to change clothes, it's just they just did it. This goes with that figure in the case that you took out. I absolutely loved that. Ruger, come back anytime, sir. That movie, the feeling that I had after the Motu movie. I was happy. Like that's very, like when you get to be our age, very few things really bring you just joy like they did when you were a kid. But man, it wasn't like I felt like I was a kid again, but that same feeling of just something that was just enjoyable. Um, I know that there was some silly, over the top sexual jokes, but if you've never watched the original He-Man cartoon, I don't know what to tell you. Those were all every episode has some very not heavily disguised over the top sexual joke. It's just that we didn't understand it because we were kids. So it was just really well done. Loved it. The Bumblebee movie I thought was fantastic. By the way, we've got these beautiful actual metal replica He-Man swords with sheath here. I enjoyed the Bumblebee movie quite a bit. The only thing that I wish that they would have done is at the beginning of it, whenever they had that special forces team they met in the forest, I wish that would have been GI Joe. That's the only thing I would have done differently. But they had a plan to bring the GI Joe universe in. But when the dude in the beret breaks through the trees, my first thought was like, "Holy crap, it's Flint!" And it wasn't Flint. That would have just been perfect. And talk about a bombshell that nobody would have seen coming. Like that would have been amazing. And Sector 7 I had this idea that Sector 7 could have been what started Cobra. Like Sector 7 started off doing this. That's why they all the technology and the sci-fi stuff. And then they went bad. Sector 7 essentially went like the CIA and then became Cobra. But, that didn't work in the way I had it. So, but that's all right. That's all right. Watching the oh, there we go. Thanks, Kane. Watching the Odyssey, that movie made my daughter really want to go back and watch the Wonder Woman movies as well. So, any animated Spider-Man, Marvel Legends villains? Did you check our Buy It Now store? We have a lot of like any particular villains we're talking about. Anything? By the way, Kane, if you buy another thing in the sale after £1 from 1 to 5 pounds, shipping is free. Now is a great time to add something else to that in sale, and you won't have to pay shipping on it. So I got these guys. I got Electro. Ooh, Kane, look at that. That's a good looking figure. Dot Mysterio. Oh, Prowler is such a weird figure. Hello, everyone. So for me, my brain immediately, when you say Kirk Douglas, I immediately think Spartacus. So Chameleon, Spider Boy, Spider Boy, Spider Boy. I don't have any good Green Goblin stuff right now, and I know I don't have a Rhino. I have a Green Goblin and Rhino Lego sets. So we got, yeah, there's no Green Goblin in here. I've got this Hobgoblin, which is insane. Freaking love that Hobgoblin. That is a great. That Sentinel Bath is awesome as well. Ruby, 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 Ruby Soho. Saw these guys in concert in '96. The drummer for the group actually used to buy toys for me on Facebook sales, and now is a toy seller himself, Lars. Okay, so yes, I have some DCUC, which will be in our buy it now. The best TV show of all time, Fred, is Perfect Strangers. There's not even a second place. Lady Appleton. DC, which DC Universe Classics figures are you looking for? Because I've got a couple I'm working through right now. Um, I have a long-standing joke about Perfect Strangers being the answer to every trivia question. So that's an old throwback to the Facebook auction days. So I know some of these are DC Classics figures. There we go. DC Universe. Brad, aren't you supposed to be coming to visit here? DC Collectibles, New 52. Now I got a bunch of other random stuff in here. I really don't like that this Doctor Strange is in there. Or him. Hey, babe. There's an Orion in there. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? This. It's Captain America. Look, see, I told you that hand.
What?
I knew it. These need to go in the complete Marvel too.
I'm probably gonna be eating a couple of chicken instead of that.
That's fine.
Okay. I sleepy. That was a little rough. Where's the bucket? You ate the whole bucket.
What's up, Riddick? You still in the ER? Love you too. Are you going to take your brother so he's not stuck here? That probably is his preference. Go get your video game system packed up, turd. Do you have any loose Build-A-Figures, as in the whole figure, or the Build-A-Figure pieces? Because if we have loose Build-A-Figures, we definitely have them listed on our Buy It Now store. Some of our pieces we have on our Buy It Now store. Hey, sweetie, will you take this water jug to the back and switch and change it out for the one in the freezer, please? Thank you. So I've got these Build-A-Figure pieces in here. I have some flash. I can show you what I got. Here's some bath stuff up in here, and a few other things. This Venom is also in our Buy It Now store. He is $40. Look at Kane has figured it out. That's a dude after my own heart right there. Taking the easy road. I love you, man. Yeah, we had Don Moreno sell earlier. Okay, so I have the flash here somewhere. Let me see if I can figure out where we put him. That's the completed stuff. Here's the not complete stuff. God, there's so many freaking figures here right now, Josh. You have no idea. I got these. That's a good looking flash. I mean, that's not McFarlane, but that's a good looking flash. We will be live. We will not be live tomorrow. No. Um, we will. Was much, much nicer today than it was yesterday. Stifler's mom. That's such a great name. Started introducing my daughter to a lot of 90s and 2000s movies that I loved watching. Watched Harold and Kumar the other day because she's a huge fan of Cal Penn. Forgot how inappropriate that movie was, but some of the dudes from American Pie were in there. It was great. We'll be live again on Sunday. We have lots of loose X-Men, AJC. We had this conversation the other day. I was so happy because she really likes Cal Penn. We watched Designated Survivor, and we really liked it. So she follows Cal Penn on Instagram now, and it was a bit more than I was expecting. My memory did not remind me. Maybe it was because I drank too much back then when I was watching it. Hang on a second. Ruger, they are not even close to being done, but we're working our way there. We're getting there. We do have a really nice Juggernaut. There's a lot of interesting customs in here. I spent a couple of days on this. I'm going to show you the Juggernaut I got here in just a second. I can't remember what I was going to ask, so it's obviously not important. Okay. Okay, thanks, Ben. I'll show you the Juggernaut we got. Thank you. Bye, bub. There's a lot of things, so it's funny that the stuff that we watched in the 90s and early 2000s, how much like is quite obviously homophobic, misogynist, and racist stuff. And I can't stop laughing about it because my daughter's like horrified, And she was like, "Did you guys used to laugh about this?" I'm still laughing about it, dear. I did not stop. The Neil Patrick Harris character, because everything he says is just like so over the top, and Harold and Kumar, not appropriate, not okay, but it's just a weirdly different world that they're growing up in than we did. Actually, Ruger, me, and Rem are going through all the figures here. It's funny because they make the reference to Dude, Where's My... They actually make fun. I didn't catch this at the time, but they make fun of a lot of those kind of movies in the Harold and Kumar movie. And they actually made a little bit making fun of Dude, Where's My Car? And so I started paying more attention. There's a couple of different movies that they that they made for, like, I think American Pie is one of the ones they took a couple of shots at. So it was kind of funny to see that written into it. Oh my God, the freak show deal. Oh Lord have mercy. I was like, As soon as the freak show, I remember what happened. I sent her in the other room. So, Blazing Saddles. I don't know that would even be able to be You couldn't put Blazing Saddles in the theater anymore. It just wouldn't go. And it's not because I'm excited about that stuff or anything. It's just the times change, and I think that when we accept that times change, like when I was a gamer, I don't have any I don't care about that stuff. I just don't have a pace. I accept that times changes. So we have 700 Transformers in our Buy It Now store, man. So all right, this Ant Man is pretty sick. We have worked our tails off on these Ruger. I'm pretty proud of the progress we've made. Why did he got pilgrim shoes? Is he meeting the Indians for Thanksgiving dinner with these? What's going on? Uh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, buddy? Transformers are here. This whole section is Transformers. So you can go to our Buy It Now store and type Transformers in and be amazed. I have made a giant mess. I have made a terrible mistake. Got to get all these DC figures back in their dirty DC tub. I like the other Hawkman a whole bunch more than this one. We sell a lot of swords to people in here, but the amount of people that take these swords seriously, it really kind of makes me laugh. So somebody made an order on the Whatnot store and they're already asking to cancel it. That did not take long at all. I have not showed Lego tonight. Good call, AA wrong. Lego section looking pretty svelte. Proud of it. We worked very hard on this Lego section. I need to go back to working on Lego at home. That's something I've kind of gotten out of the practice of. So this was such a fun build together. I really enjoyed this. This is a really neat set too. I've found dozens and dozens of vintage Star Wars sets and tubs that we bought years ago, and I've been working through them. So pretty proud of myself. That is a great build. Look at this bad boy. Mm. I just realized I forgot to pay the dude that mows my yard. If I have a Power of the Primes Optimus, it'll be in our Buy It Now store. Did you type that in and check? Love Lego sets. Got to show the. Don't forget the Motu movie is hitting Amazon Prime tonight. I want to see if we can crash Amazon Prime. Um, will you message me and remind me pay long guy and then Lego invoice? I completely forgot to do those things earlier. I need a reminder for my to-do list. This floor is squeaky. Yeah, we have some. You can actually type those into our Buy It Now store, the SHF. Nobody in these sales ever buys SHF, so I don't ever show them. But they're in our Buy It Now store if you're interested in what we do have. If you just type in Figure Arts, it'll show up in there. All right. It is 6:30 on the nose. We're at an hour mark. We are dipped below 20 viewers. It is a good time for me to kick out of here. We will be back on Sunday. Let me see who we're going to. Let's go see SMC.